Take one tonight, an update in the Paul Manafort case. Trump's campaign chairman's home address for the next 5 years or so is a federal prison in Scranton, Pennsylvania. His former home address now belongs to us. A federal judge today officially granted the forfeiture of Manafort's Trump Tower condo to the U.S. government. It's part of his guilty plea entered last year. And so that means that you are now part owner of Unit 43G in 721 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. Congratulations. These are photos of the apartment from the last time it was listed when Manafort bought it in 2006. 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a total of 1,500 square feet, which is, believe me, roomy by Manhattan standards. Manafort paid nearly $3.7 million for the joint, all in cash, through a shell company that he set up with money from Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska. Later, he transferred the unit into his own name and took out a $3 million loan against it. Pretty shady. So now the U.S. Marshals Service is going to auction it off for us. But don't get too excited. Trump Tower units aren't selling the way they used to. And that's thing 2 in 60 seconds. The Manhattan real estate market is one of the most expensive in the world, and despite a recent slowdown, it's still a profitable investment for the vast majority of people who can afford it. Across the borough, just 0.23% of homes over the past 2 years have sold at a loss. But do you know what address features in that 0.23%? 721 Fifth Avenue, Trump Tower. In that building, over the last 2 years, several units have sold at more than a 20% loss. And the building now ranks as one of the least desirable luxury properties in all of Manhattan. Now, anyone who's looked for an apartment in New York knows about the website Street Easy, and so we did some browsing for hot deals on current listings in Trump Tower, and I'm telling you, it is a fire sale in there. Unit 30G, March 2017, it was listed for $6.9 million. It's just finally gone into contract at $3.5 million. Ouch. There's a 1-bedroom on the 54th floor. Starting price was $3.1 million in 2017. Still available for $1.7. Ooh, half price on the 57th floor. 57L went on the market for $18 million in 2016, relisted this month at just under $9 million. It's a bloodbath happening in the middle of one of the world's strongest real estate markets, all seemingly due to the 5 letters on the front of the building.
When I did Trump Tower, in all fairness, people said I was totally crazy. It couldn't possibly succeed. It was too big, it was too expensive, it was too everything. And it turned out to be probably the most successful condominium development ever in this country.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.